The story of Fritz Haarmann, known as the Vampire of Hanover, is one of the most gruesome and disturbing in German criminal history. His crimes, marked by horrific brutality, shocked the world in the early 20th century. Stay with us as we explore the chilling case of Fritz Haarmann, the man who preyed on the vulnerable and terrorized a city. Fritz Haarmann was born in 1879 in Hanover, Germany. From an early age, Haarmann displayed troubling behavior and had a difficult upbringing, marked by a troubled relationship with his family and frequent trouble with the law. He spent time in and out of institutions, including prison and mental asylums for various offenses. Despite his troubled past, Haarmann managed to fly under the radar, working as a police informant and using his connections with law enforcement to deflect suspicion from his darker activities. In the chaos and poverty that followed World War I, Haarmann began his killing spree. From 1918 to 1924, Haarmann lured young men and boys from the streets of Hanover, often promising them food, shelter, or work. Most of his victims were runaways, homeless, or destitute. Easy prey for a man who seemed trustworthy and kind on the surface. Haarmann would take them back to his apartment, where his true nature was revealed. Haarmann's method of killing was particularly gruesome. He would overpower his victims, often biting them on the throat in a violent frenzy, earning him the nickname, the Vampire of Hanover. After murdering his victims, Haarmann dismembered their bodies and disposed of the remains in the nearby river, but not before keeping parts of the bodies for himself. There were rumors that he sold some of the flesh as meat on the black market, but these claims were never fully proven. However, the thought of such a possibility only added to the horror of his crimes. For years, Haarmann's brutal killings went unnoticed. He was well known in the community, often seen chatting with the local police, who considered him an invaluable informant. His ability to blend into society and his relationship with law enforcement allowed him to evade capture, even as rumors of missing boys and suspicious behavior circulated. The gruesome truth began to unravel in 1924 when human remains started washing up on the banks of the River Leine. Bones, skulls, and other body parts were discovered, horrifying the residents of Hanover and sparking a massive investigation. Public pressure mounted as the extent of the murders became clear, and the police were forced to confront the possibility that a serial killer was in their midst. As the investigation progressed, suspicion finally fell on Haarmann. Witnesses reported seeing some of the missing boys in his company, and when the police searched his apartment, they found overwhelming evidence linking him to the murders, including bloodstains and personal belongings of his victims. Haarmann was arrested and soon confessed to the murders, admitting to killing at least 24 boys and young men. However, authorities believe the true number could be much higher. Haarmann's trial began in December 1924, and it was one of the most sensational in German history. The public was both fascinated and horrified by the details of his crimes. Haarmann showed little remorse, describing his actions in a matter-of-fact manner that only added to the revulsion. He was found guilty of 24 counts of murder and was sentenced to death by beheading. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss our next videos.